Okay, so I know that this year has been very busy in relation to the gaming world. There's been so many big releases that has taken place this year thus far, and people think that this is probably one of the best gaming years that we've had in recent memories. I'll definitely go on record and say that 2023 is a lot better than 2022 because there's just so much going on, and not just like in gaming, but in relation to movies as well as it relates to gaming. And it seems like moving forward, things is going upwards for the most part. And like right now, I just want to talk about something that I read online regarding Nintendo's next gen console. There was an article that was published that mentioned that I think the president of Nintendo planned on utilizing online accounts in order to help them transition to the next generation of gaming. And the thing is, I'm not exactly sure what that entails, but like one of the first things that came to my mind, and this might not be true, but one of the first things that came to my mind is Nintendo planning on moving to cloud-based gaming? Because it seems like that's something that Microsoft has basically like voiced their opinion on numerous times, saying that that's something they plan on doing, and that the Xbox Series X may very well be their last game system. Because let's be honest, the Xbox One got creamed by the PlayStation 4 in relation to sales, and I think at this point the Nintendo Switch has sold more than the Xbox One. I'm not exactly sure what the sales figures for the Xbox Series X is, but I'm pretty sure the Switch is ahead of that as well. The PlayStation 5 still remains like the most popular game console on the market, but at the same time, everybody has their own respective opinion on which game system is the best between PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch. Now, as far as Nintendo moving to cloud based gaming is concerned, would that be a good idea, like going forward? I'm not exactly sure because while the idea of cloud gaming sounds more convenient, it sounds cool. It's something that I mean, it's something that many people probably feel that Nintendo doesn't have to go down that direction or go down that path because when it comes down to video games and consoles and stuff like that, Nintendo's very innovative. Like everything they do seems kind of different. Like whether it's the consoles they make, the controllers they make, the games they make, everything is like everything is different if you look at different generations. And I do feel that while cloud-based gaming is something that could be beneficial to Nintendo, um, it also has its disadvantages. And the main disadvantage with cloud-based gaming is that people would have to rely on internet speed and stability. And then, at the same time, cloud gaming could be laggy, especially when it comes down to online multiplayer gameplay because you rely solely on Wi-Fi for the most part. And with a game console, I mean, I think with like a game systems, you have to rely on Wi-Fi if you have internet connection as well. But at the same time, it does seem like the world is kind of moving in that direction in relation to technology. Now, if you look at I guess television nowadays, it's all basically just streaming, okay? And you basically can buy certain apps and you can, watch certain shows and you can get certain channels and certain apps because basically cable providers are doing away with cable at this point. And for the most part, streaming is the thing. That's the norm. So is that going to be a thing with gaming? And if so, what kind of issues would it cause, with people? Because I think for the most part, we've relied so much on game consoles and just enjoying the quality of the consoles and the cartridge or the CDs that we get to a point where that's pretty much the first thing that people think about when they think about gaming. The whole online, gameplay experience, whether it be single player or multiplayer, was kind of like a bonus. Like, if you get like a PC game, and you play something like, I don't know, StarCraft or what have you, or yeah, StarCraft or what have you, it's solely a PC game. You need to have that online, experience where people can really get into it and all that stuff. But I mean, a part of me is kind of nervous about Nintendo possibly switching over to cloud-based gaming. It could be something that's going to be profitable to them, but at the same time, would their cloud-based gaming service require people to pay, a monthly subscription fee to certain to I guess like to certain passes and to certain like content and what have you. And if that's the case, the price of gaming is going to go up even more so than ever before. Because right now, the price of gaming is as expensive as it is, and for the most part, it seems like gaming developers want to start their they want to start like the games that they release when it first comes out. They want to be at $60 or $70 per game, and it's reasonable depending on what game you get. But not every game should be like that. And at the same time, when it comes down to purchasing video games, it seems like more people are doing digital downloads than they are, buying hard copies. Not to say that people don't, buy hard copy games in this day and age. It's just that digital downloads are more convenient than going to the store and buying a hard copy, especially if you're trying to buy a game during the holiday season and it's sold out and you have to pre-order it or what have you. And like just buying things digitally and downloading it is way more convenient. And I think cloud-based gaming is like the only thing that Nintendo really hasn't done yet. And prior to now, and I haven't really heard anything about Nintendo um like switching over like to cloud-based gaming in the future, or if that was a plan of theirs or what have you. When it comes down to, I guess, Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony, Nintendo is more old-fashioned than their competitors, and I think that's one of the things that adds to the corporation's overall appeal when it comes down to catering to their fan base. And if they, divert from that, is that something that's going to negatively affect them? Um, and the reason why I kind of brought up cloud gaming is because when I, read about, online accounts being used as a tool to help Switch owners or, people who play Nintendo games transition over to like, next gen consoles. Um it made me wonder, is the Switch console going to be the final hardware game system that Nintendo is going to put out? And there are a great deal of people who hope that that's not the case, and there's a bunch of other people who really don't care as long as they get quality gaming and they enjoy the service that they pay for. But honestly, I hope we learn more about Nintendo's next generation game system sometime before the end of 2023, if not this year, hopefully sometime in 2024.